5 key performances in Bulls win versus Denver. Coming off a 5-sport losing streak, and on again's stop of a street back to returned after dropping a double additional time heartbreaker in Utah, the Bulls on Monday night pulled off one in all the biggest upsets of the NBA season by turning into the first team to overcome the 10-2 Denver Nuggets on their domestic floor in a 130-127 mystery. As has been the case with the Bulls' fulfillment this season, they did it as a team. Here are 5 standout performances that allowed the Bulls to steal a big win against Denver. Ayo got here off the bench and played a big role in this night's win. Using his speed to attack the basket, 7 of his 8 baskets came from the paint, as he stayed competitive in the course of and came up huge whenever the Nuggets started creating a run. The play of the sport may additionally were his steal and dunk within the remaining minutes of the game, with the Bulls striking directly to a 1-point lead. Ayo might near the game with 2 confident loose throws with 11 seconds left to put the Bulls up 4. Few matchups are tougher inside the NBA than matching up against 3-time MVP Nikola Jokic, and Smith became a big distinction maker for the Bulls in this one. The bench unit led by Smith and Carter flipped the game on its head within the late first, early second region to show an early deficit right into a stable lead, and lots of the credit is going to Smith's timely threes and stable defense on Jokic. He scored 13 first-half points and hit 3 triples to go together with 5 rebounds and was a large part of the success the team had in the early going. Even after the Bulls' run, the bench unit once again went on a 16-6 run early in the third quarter to put the Bulls ahead of again, capped by the aid of a Jalen Smith acrobatic and one against Jokic that had the Bulls' bench celebrating. He seemed to hurt his arm defending Jokic and left the game for a stretch, but he checked back in later and change was a vital part of this night's win. 3. Jevon Carter. Shooters shoot. Carter stayed ready and become organized to make a contribution. With the team on a back-to-back and missing Kobe White and Trey Jones, Carter stepped in and changed was immediate offense, gambling a massive part in the initial first half of run that gave the Bulls the lead. He hit 3 first-half threes that broke this game open and came right back in for vital late-game minutes. Even though his shot cooled off later in the game, he was risky every minute he was available, and his gravity made a difference for the Bulls. 4. Josh Giddey. Josh was solid as typical for the Bulls, but his authentic impact on the game may not show up in the box rating. Every time the Nuggets were pressuring the Bulls and creating a late run, Giddey was there to stabilize the situation, drawing timely fouls, getting buckets to fall, or typically maining the crew. He was efficient from the field and got to the stripe 8 times, and his workings on the boards, especially picking up 4 offensive rebounds, helped the Bulls stay competitive and pull out a big W. 5. Kevin Huerter. Huerter rebounded from a difficult night in Utah to pour in 20 big points for the Bulls this night, hitting 4 threes with almost all of them seeming timely. The most important one came in the very final 2 minutes when Huerter answered to a big Nikola Jokic 3 with a difficult triple of his own to put the Bulls up 21-120, a lead they could never relinquish. Huerter also stepped up in a high-pressure situation to hit 2 big loose throws with 1.7 seconds left to keep the Bulls up 3.